up gamers, it's me GinePik and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be showing you guys a simple and easy creeper farm that works for all Minecraft platforms, whether with your mobile device, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch or PC. This is a simple and easy creeper farm which gives you up to 867 gunpowder per hour. That is up to 13 to 14 stacks of gunpowder per hour for whatever use you have. So how this creeper farm works is we have a platform dedicated for creepers to spawn. We have a button as well as trapdoor layout, which is the common design for all creeper farms in Minecraft. And we have placed coral fans where mobs see coral fans as a solid block to pathfind. When they pathfind over here, they fall down into the water stream, and all the creepers will get funneled to this 2x2 right over here into a Trident killer. And this Trident killer is made by NavyNexus. So make sure to go check out his channel. Link to his channel will be down in the description below. And also he's the founder for all the mechanics for creeper spawning as well as preventing spiders from spawning as well. Creeper spawn, they fall down, they get funneled into the 2x2, they get hit by the Trident killer, they die. The player needs to hold a looting tree sword in the main hand to get extra drop, and that's it. That is pretty much simple for a creeper farm. As you can see, there are only 3 dedicated platforms compared to a 7 layer, and this farm produces up to 14 to 13 stacks of gunpowder per hour, even though it is only 3 layers and there is no surface spawns. And also this farm is built on top of an ocean biome, so that's why there is no surface spawn. If you go ahead and implement surface spawn, then drowns will spawn, which will hurt the rates for a creeper farm. And also this farm does not need to be built on top of the sky. As you can see, I have built it just right below y equals 63, which is the sea level. As you can see, my coordinates is y equals 63. All the player needs to do is just AFK on top of the farm. And also this farm also works for all simulation distance. For simulations of 4, this will be the AFK spot, and simulations of 6 and higher, there will be a different AFK spot which will be up. So for this farm to work, all the player needs to do is go ahead and turn on the Trident killer, stand over here on the AFK spot for simulations of 4, or if you go to simulations of 6, stand on the AFK spot and go ahead and hold a looting tree sword in your main hand and go ahead and AFK. And also we have a phantom protector over here, so no phantom spawn at night time. You can go ahead and AFK here safely. And all the creepers will spawn, they get funneled down to the 2x2 and they'll get hit by the Trident killer. Now, if you want to know the rates of the farm, these are the rates of the farm. I did 5 different tests. That'll be 5 hours. Now the test number 1 gave me 857 gunpowder per hour. That is this much. That is 13 stacks plus a little more gunpowder, which is really good amount in 1 hour. And the second test gave me 820 gunpowder per hour, a little less, and that gave me 12 stacks on gunpowder plus a little bit more, not bad. And the third test gave me 765 gunpowder per hour, a little less compared to the first 2 tests, and that is this much. That is 11 stacks of gunpowder plus a little bit more. And test number 4 gave me 817 gunpowder per hour, that is this much. That is 12 stacks of gunpowder plus a little bit more. And the last test, which is the most, gave me 867 gunpowder per hour, that is 13 stacks plus a little bit more. As you can see, you can go ahead and expect all these rates, and also you can also expect this one as well. If you love to test this farm before you build it in your survival world, a world download is provided down in the description below. It is a direct link to Mediafire, and also materials list is provided down in the description below for your convenience. And let's get right into the tutorial. This is the area that you'll be required to build this farm. Now to make sure to go ahead and mark yourself a chunk. The reason why we need to build this farm inside of a chunk is because 1, we are dealing with entities such as hopper minecarts as well as tridents, and also if you go ahead and build a Trident killer in between chunk borders, the Trident killer will break. So in order to prevent that from happening, we need to make sure that we build the Trident killer inside of a chunk. Now there are different ways to go ahead and find yourself a chunk. You can go ahead and use texture packs that reveal a chunk, or you can go ahead and use chunk paste to go ahead and find a chunk. And also the biome that I'll recommend you to build in is ocean, because you don't need to do any spawn proofing. Already the whole ocean is spawn proof because of water, so I'll recommend ocean. But you can go ahead and use any other biomes as well, but you need to spawn proof the ground layer so no other mobs spawn. Once you're done marking in the chunk, all you gotta do is go ahead and mark in the center like this. Just go ahead and cross it. Then you will find the 2x2 center. All you gotta do is now go ahead and grab in the solid blocks. Start placing solid blocks like this in the edges like this. Make sure the solid blocks is there over here. Once done, all you gotta do is now go ahead and grab in the pistons. Start placing pistons like this. Make sure this piston is facing towards you inward, and piston over here, as well as here. Make sure all these pistons are placed correctly. Now go ahead and grab in the solid blocks, place 2 solid blocks in each of these corners like this, filling it up. Once done, now all you gotta do is now go ahead and place extra solid blocks over here, a layer of solid blocks like this. You don't need to place it inside, just go ahead and place it on the outer ring like this. Once done, you can go ahead and mine in these temporary blocks if you want. Once you're done placing in the ring of solid blocks, just go ahead and mine in 2 solid blocks like this over here in each of these directions. Now once you're done mining in the solid blocks, now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab an observer, place the observer over here, make sure the observer's face is looking at this direction and the red dot will be behind the solid block. Make sure that there is a solid block underneath the piston. It's really important. All you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your dropper, place the dropper over here. Once done, an observer looking at the dropper, and once done, a repeater over here. Make sure to place a repeater. If you're unable to place a repeater, just go ahead and place in the solid block over here. Then go ahead and place in your repeater, then you'll be able to place it. Make sure this repeater is facing this direction. Now go ahead and make sure that it is 1 tick. Make sure it's 1 tick. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab your observer, place the observer over here. Make sure this observer is facing at the repeater, and repeater over here, 1 tick delay, observer looking at the repeater, and same over here as well. Repeater over here, 1 tick delay, and that will fire. Now it will be in sync. As you can see, it's not in sync at all. All you gotta do is just go ahead and place in 2 solid blocks over here. This will be the standing area. Place another solid block over here now. Go ahead and grab your lever. Place the lever over here, flick it on, and that will turn off the Trident killer. The next time if you go ahead and turn off the lever, as you can see, the Trident killer will be in sync, and that will be your Trident killer done. Now you can go ahead and turn off if everything works perfectly. Once you're done building in the Trident killer, now you'll be building in the storage for the farm. The storage is completely up to you. Now this storage is for this Trident killer. Now you can go ahead and copy it. All you gotta do is just go ahead and place in a few temporary blocks over here, followed by your double chest. It's up to you where you want to link in your storage. I have placed in 2 double chests, and that will be the storage for this farm. All you gotta do is go ahead and place in hoppers facing into the double chest. You might need to temporarily break some blocks to make your way out. Once you're done placing in the hoppers, make sure all the hoppers are connected to the double chest. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your walls, place 2 walls in these 2 directions or over there as well. Make sure that it is in the diagonal. Once done, place in your regular rail. This will be temporary. Go ahead and grab in your hopper minecart, place a hopper minecart. Now go ahead and push it in and it will go in. Now go ahead and carefully break only the regular rail. Once you're done, all you have to do is just go ahead and push in the hopper minecart and make sure that it is inside like this. This is really important, so make sure that the hopper minecart is placed like this. Now all you gotta do is just go ahead and cover up this with solid block. If you go ahead and break in something, go ahead and fix it. And once done, that will be the storage for this farm. You can go ahead and mine any temporary blocks nearby as well. You can go ahead and connect this to whatever you want, your item sorter or whatever. That will be the storage for this farm. Once you're done building in the storage, now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab your solid block. Count this as block number 1. Now place over here 2, 3, 4, 5. Once done, go and do the same over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and go ahead and tower up all to the same height. And this will be the tube to make sure that all of the creepers don't go outside and stay in this 2x2. Go ahead and wrap this all the way around except the corners. Once you're done towering the tube like this, now all you gotta do is now go ahead and bridge 8 blocks in all corner direction. Now count this as block number 1. This will be block number 1. This will be 2 over here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now go and do the same over here as well. This will be block number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and same over here as well as here. Once you're done bridging 8 blocks in each corner direction, all you gotta do is go ahead and connect the joints like this. Go ahead and join them with solid blocks and go ahead and fill this whole layer with solid blocks. I'm going to do the same in all the other areas. Once you're done filling in the whole area, it should look something like this. Now we're going to need to go ahead and bridge 7 blocks in each corner direction. I'll place a temporary block over here, followed by a solid block. Now count this as block number 1. It'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now going to do the same in this area as well. Go ahead and place in your temporary block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now go ahead and do the same in that area, and go ahead and join in the edges and fill the whole area with solid blocks. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have bridged correctly, and also make sure to fill this whole area with solid blocks. Now once done, now you're building in the border so the water doesn't spill outside. Now all you gotta do is just go ahead and make your way to the corner, place in a temporary block, followed by 2 solid blocks over here. Now go ahead and wrap this whole area like this with solid blocks. It will be the border to make sure the water doesn't spill outside. And once you go ahead and meet in the corner, just go ahead and do the same over here. Go ahead and place 2 solid blocks like this. Then you know what to do. I'm going to do the same in all the other areas. Make sure that there are no solid blocks in the corner like this. Once you're done building in a border, it should look something like this. Now go ahead and create in your infinite water source. It's simple to create an infinite water source. Just go ahead and build a 2x2, or if there's an ocean nearby, just go ahead and grab water. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and make your way to the corners first. Place in a temporary block followed by a water on top. Then go ahead and mine in the temporary block and go to do the same in all the other corners. Temporary block followed by water over there, mine in temporary block, and same over here as well. And over here as well, go ahead and do the same temporary block followed by a water source on top. Now once you're done placing in the water source, it should look something like this in the corners. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and place water like this. Make sure to skip 3 blocks over here like this in this direction. It's really important that you do not place water over here, here, as well as here. That same applies to all the corners. If you go ahead and place water over here, and that will become a source, and getting rid of water is really pain because you need to have lots of sponges then. So make sure that you place water correctly. So skip this block over here, then go ahead and place in the water. You can go ahead and place water, skip, place, and this will become a source. You can go ahead and do that, or you can go ahead and just right click all the way to the end. And once you make your way to the end of the corner, make sure to not place water over here, place water over here, and make sure to do the same what I said over there. Skip this, and the water source over here. And you know what to do, just go and do the same to all the other corners as well. Once you reach over here, water, skip 3, and you know what to do, I'm going to do the same all the way till end, and make sure all the water is flowing and not source. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure all the water is flowing and it's not a source block. Once you're done checking if all the water is flowing, now you're building in the platform where the creepers will spawn. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your map. Now this is going to be temporary. Make sure that you are facing north. Now if you don't know where north is, the arrow is pointing upwards. That means you are facing north. That is the north direction. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and slightly turn to an angle like this, and that will be northwest. Now all you gotta do is go ahead to this corner over here of the water. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and count 3 blocks inwards diagonally. That will be block number 1, 2, and 3. Now over here, go ahead and place in 2 temporary block followed by 1 solid block, and that will be the first spawning platform. Now go ahead and mine in the temporary block. Now you need to go ahead and bridge in 21 blocks in this direction inwards as well as this direction as well. Now count this as block number 1. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. I'm going to do the same over here as well inwards. Count this as block number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Once done, now go ahead and join these together. Once you're done joining, it should look something like this. Now we're building in the waffle pattern. Now for the waffle pattern, all you gotta do is just go ahead and make your way to any one of the corners. Go and grab a solid block and go ahead and place solid block like this. Make sure to skip solid blocks, skip solid block, skip solid block. You know what to do, and go ahead and connect this like this, and as you can see, you'll get a waffle pattern. All you gotta do is just go ahead and do the same all the way to the end. The easiest way I'll recommend is like this. Go ahead and create a line of solid blocks, then go ahead and join them like this. As you can see, you'll get a waffle pattern. Now go ahead and do the same all the way till the end. Once you're done creating the waffle pattern, it should look something like this. Now this will be the waffle pattern. Now all you gotta do is now go ahead and grab in your buttons and start placing in buttons like this. Now all you gotta do is place in a button over here, skip a block, button, button over here. Just go ahead and place in button all the way till the end. Place a button, skip, button, skip. You know what to do. Once you're done placing in buttons like this, now go ahead and do the same all the way to the end as well. Skip, button over here. Just go ahead and repeat this all the way till the end. Once you're done placing in the buttons, it should look something like these. Buttons will prevent spiders from spawning in the farm. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your coral fans and go ahead and start placing coral fans like this outside. Go ahead and place in coral fans. Make sure not to skip any spots. Go ahead and place in coral fans like this on the outside and all the other directions. And once you're done placing coral fence in the outside, and go ahead and place coral fence like this in the inside as well. Mob see coral fence as a solid block to pathfind, and once they pathfind, they'll fall down directly into the water stream and they'll get pushed into the 2x2 Trident killer. Now go ahead and make sure to place coral fence in all of these holes as well as outside. Make sure not to skip any of the holes. Make sure to recheck them as well. I'm going to do the same all the way till the end. Once you're done placing in the coral fence, it should look something like this. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and build in another layer as well. Now in order to build another layer, all you gotta do is just go ahead and place in 2 temporary blocks followed by a solid block, and that will be the second platform. Go ahead and build the same waffle pattern. Just go ahead and go ahead and do this all the way till the end. It's pretty simple once you build the first layer, and also go ahead and make the same button placement as well as coral fans on top as well. Once you're done building in the second layer, now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your trapdoors. Now start placing trapdoors. Now in order to place the trapdoors, all you gotta do is go ahead and find in a free block right over here, no buttons, nothing. Then go ahead and place a trapdoor on top. The trapdoor is to prevent too tall mobs from spawning, such as zombies, skeletons, and also this prevents baby zombies from spawning as well. So make sure to place trapdoors in all the blocks where there is no buttons. So go ahead and place in trapdoors. Make sure that you do this carefully, and also make sure not to skip any spots. This is really important. If you go ahead and skip any spots, and that will reduce the rates, and also it will make other mobs spawn. So make sure to do this carefully and go and do the same all the way till the end. Once you're done placing the trapdoors, it should look something like this. Make sure to recheck and also make sure that you have not missed any spots where there's no trapdoors. Make sure to recheck. This is really important. If you miss any spot, then other mobs can spawn, and that will reduce the rates of the farm. So make sure to recheck the placing of the trapdoors. Now once done, now you go ahead and make sure that it is 3 layers in total. And as you can see, it's layer number 1. This is layer number 2. Now I gotta do ahead and make a layer number 3 as well. Now 2 temporary blocks over here, followed by this will be the last layer for the farm. Now go ahead and do the same what you did for layer number 1 as well. Now go ahead and make the waffle pattern, button layout, coral fans, as well as trapdoors over here. Now for the top layer, all you gotta do is go ahead and place in 2 temporary blocks, followed by saw block. Go ahead and cover the whole thing. Make sure there's no waffle pattern on the last. This is layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and it will be completely full solid block. And the same trapdoor layout. Go ahead and do the same all the way till the end. Make sure not to skip any trapdoors. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that it is 3 layers in total, and the top should be something like this, completely full of solid blocks. And make sure the trapdoor placement, the button placement, as well as the coral placement is correct, and you have not missed any spots. Once you're done checking, now we'll be encasing this whole farm with solid blocks. Reason why is because hostile mobs not only spawn in light level 0, so we need to make sure it is completely dark for the creepers to spawn. All I gotta do is go ahead and grab the solid blocks, go ahead and tower up all the way over here. Now all you gotta do is just go ahead and bridge in 2 blocks like this. Now go ahead and fill this whole area with solid blocks. You do not need to place solid blocks in the corners. Just go ahead and fill this whole area with solid blocks. If you make your way to the top, just go ahead and bridge it like this. Go ahead and fill this whole area with solid blocks. Once you're done encasing the whole thing with solid blocks, it should look something like this. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your slab and start placing slabs like this. The reason why we need to place slabs is to make sure that no hostile mobs spawn on top of the farm. So make sure to place slabs all the way till the end. You don't use any slabs, just go ahead and place slabs all the way till the end. And also make sure it is bottom half slabs so no hostile mobs can spawn. Once you're done placing in the slabs, it should look something like this. Now all you gotta do is just go ahead and make your way into the farm right now, and go ahead and grab in your coral fans. Now if you go ahead and find a 2 block gap like this, just go ahead and place in coral fans like this. The reason why you need to place coral fans like this is hostile farms will only pathfind if there is a block for it to pathfind. For example, hostile mobs will not pathfind if there's only 1 coral fan or 1 trapdoor. They will be stuck in this position. If you go ahead and place in a coral fan or trapdoor like this, then only they will be able to pathfind over there, because this is the block they want to pathfind. Then only they'll be able to go through. Make sure there is coral fans like this if there's any 2 block gaps like this. On the edges over here, we do not need to place any because they will fall down, but over here, make sure to add in coral fans. Make sure not to skip any, and go and do the same all the way till the end. Once you're done placing in the remaining coral fans, now you gotta just go ahead and encase it. Now all you gotta do is make your way to the bottom over here. Now if there's any hostile mobs over here, you can go ahead and kill them. Now if there's any mob spawning area like this, just go ahead and grab in your slab, place slabs over here. This will prevent hostile mobs spawning over here when you're AFKing. And also sometimes hostile mobs can spawn over here as well, such as zombies and all. In order to prevent them from spawning, all you gotta do is just go ahead and grab in your glass block. Go ahead and replace these blocks with glass blocks. This glass blocks will make sure that no hostile mobs such as zombies, skeletons, and others will be able to spawn over here. So make sure to use glass, or you can use tinted glass as well. That will prevent them from spawning. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in the trident. Go ahead and throw 1 trident in there. You can go ahead and throw it as much as you want, but 1 is enough. The durability does not matter. Once you're done, go ahead and turn off the lever, and that will turn on the trident killer. As you can see, that will set the trident. Once the trident is set, go ahead and turn on the lever. That will turn off the farm, and go ahead and encase. Once you're done, that will be your Trident killer done. Once you're done setting the Trident, now we're building in the AFK spot. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and mark in the center. Now this is the center 2x2 for the farm. Go ahead and mark in your AFK spot. Now for simulations of 4, your Y level will be 104. That will be your AFK spot for simulations of 4. And if you're playing in simulations of 6 and higher, your AFK spot will be Y equals 189. That will be your AFK spot. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and tower to that AFK spot, and that will be your AFK spot. You can go ahead and build in encasement. Once you tower to the AFK spot, I'm playing in simulations of 4, so my AFK spot is Y equals 104. All you gotta do is go ahead and place in 2 template blocks over here, solid block followed by a slab on top. The slab will make sure no mobs spawn over there, and the solid block is to prevent phantoms from spawning when you're AFKing. And also the same applies for simulations of 6 as well. Once done, that will be the AFK spot for your farm. And if you're playing in simulations of 6 and higher, sometimes squids, fishes can spawn in the ocean. Just go ahead and place solid blocks, 5 to 10 blocks in all areas, and that will prevent them from spawning and hurting the raids for the creeper farm. And when you're AFK in your farm, if there's any hostile mobs spawning over here, just go ahead and grab in your glow lichen. Place a glow lichen over here. Make sure you use glow lichen. Do not use torches because torches have more light, which will prevent more spawns. So make sure you use glow lichen because glow lichen only gives light level 7. So make sure you use glow lichen. That will prevent hostile mobs spawning over here, and also it will prevent hostile mobs spawning over here as well because pistons give off light. Pistons do not block in light. So if you want to use solid blocks over here, you can go ahead and use. Once done, that will be your creeper farm done. I'm hoping today's Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial was really helpful for whatever use you have for gunpowder, whether it was for creating TNT, fireworks, or whatever use you have. Make sure to leave a like and also make sure to share this video to other Minecraft players. That will really mean a lot to me. And also make sure to check out my channel because there's lots of Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorials and more Minecraft Bedrock farms coming. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Adios.